times distance, okay? The other one we learned is power equals work over time. Did the question say anything about power or anything about time? No, so that one wouldn't be useful, which is why they suggested this one. So Bree said work was 125. Somebody said distance was 25. Is that right? All right, and we were asked to find the what? So what's the opposite of multiply? So we're going to divide by 25. We're going to divide by 25. And what'd you get for a force? Now, force is always what unit? Newtons. Any issues with number one? All right, number two says, how much work is done? Okay, so again, we want work, right? Now, what is 5,000 watt? What is a watt? What did we learn a watt was yesterday? That's a power, okay? Now, does it say watt of power and make it easy for you? It doesn't say watt of power, does it? No, you've got to remember that watts right here is a power unit. That's why I keep pushing units. Okay, you don't have to turn it into we're done. All right, what is 15 seconds? That's time. All right, so when we look at our formulas, which one jumps out at us this time? This one or this one? Which one do we like? All right, so this time we're going to pick this formula. So our power was what? 5,000. We don't know work. And time was what? 15. So to find our work, what do we do here? Well, what's this mean? That means divide, right? So that's why Bree yelled multiply, because the opposite of divide is multiply. So when we multiply those two things, what do we get? You get what? 75,000? And what unit do we put on a work? What unit goes on a work? Joules. Okay? Any questions about that? All right? The last one, all right, is a little harder because this time I want you to find a what? I want you to find force. Okay? What formula has force in it? Work. Okay? Work equals force times distance. So I'm looking for force. So what's my work? Do I see a work in the question? What's my distance? Okay, so I have the distance, but I don't have my work to plug in, right? So what did we say yesterday we would do if I don't have the work? I got to use the other formula. So I'm going to use power equals work over time. So what's my power? Power is 150, right? So 150 equals work over what's my time? 5. So what's 150 times 5? 750. So my work is 750. So now I'm going to put my 750 right there. So now how do I find my force?
750 divided by 35.
Divide by 35 on both sides. Divide by 35. Force equals, what do you get?
21.42.
21, I just round to 4. Okay? And then what unit goes on the force? Newtons. Okay? Questions about that? Anybody have a question? Yes? No? All right. Now, today is opening 10. If you have your openings, whatever number of openings you have, you need A, to put your name on the front page. 2, you need to open them, number them, mark them, separate them, something so they make them easy for me to say, oh, William has all 10. Okay? If I can't figure out where one ends and another one starts, I am likely to miscount your opening. Okay? So you have to make sure that you have them numbered or separated in some kind of way. I don't want to not be able to give you credit because I can't tell when one stops or one starts. Okay? So make sure they're clearly marked.
We going to the stairs?
After a bit. And I checked the radar a little bit ago. It looked sort of cloudy, like it could storm, but there weren't any storms on the radar that I saw. I'll check it again before we go outside. I'm sorry. We're gonna do a little more practice with the calculations, and then that's the next thing we're doing. Because again, we can't do the lab if we can't calculate. It's a waste of our time.
Are we going to light?
Huh?
You going to light?
There's two parts. There's that part, and then there's the stair part. I don't know. Did you eat it?
I'm not looking.
It was on second.
I don't want it.
Here's the only two. If you got 11, you get an extra somewhere.
Right.
Yeah. Alright, now. Give me a volunteer. I'm gonna hand out a piece of paper for you. Take it up.
No.
Just straight hand on this, everybody.
I got one minute, everybody.
Alright, we're gonna do 1 through. There's an issue. You should be able to do all of them. Okay. I'm probably gonna stop some of you before you get through it all. I'll fix that last. Now, what two formulas are we using? We're using working power, okay? My people who were absent yesterday, okay, for my absent people, are on your reference table. The two formulas we're using are basically this and this, okay? And this is what our lab is on. What? It doesn't matter if they're going up or down.
I like that.
Yes, because their force is down and the direction is down.
There is no word.
What?
Can we put there is no word?
So what now?
Like the first one. Saying that.
Yes, some of these could have no work. Be right there. Just a second. That's right. That is correct. Yeah. Okay. So what are we calculating the number one? Are we calculating the working power? Okay, what's the formula? Yes. Okay, so what's our force? Okay, what's our distance? Okay, so if it says that the wall is stationary, how far does it move if it's stationary? That's right, so it's 10,000 times 0. To work. And for the, what unit is work? Nope, that will be power unit. How much was work unit? Instead of the W of the one. Okay.
So they're gonna ask me what it always gonna do.
Yep. It'll be a day. So the next one is asking for work again. Gotta put work.
What do you want? Put it distance.
Yep. You only use the ones that they do work. That's the only part of that scenario she's doing work. Well, instead of constantly saying you need to multiply, you need to divide, I cannot convince y'all to write a formula with that. What letter are we solving for? We're solving for work, force, or distance. On the question mark, what is the total work? So we're solving for W. Okay, so what's the force? Put 9 into the forces. What's the distance? Alright. So now you tell me, are we multiplying? Okay. Keep going, you're doing well. Yes, you are. Keep going. All right, so the next one, they're asking for force. So this time, you're looking for the gaps. Write the same formula down, plug in what you know. Not trying to do it in the head. Only add a little graphite in your pencil. So what's the work? Not 80,000 under the W. Like the equal sign. You're looking for F. So write the F. Just write F times, it's the distance. 16. Sit in your math class. Math teacher said you find F. You solve for F. Okay, this is multiplied times the F, right? So what's the opposite of multiply? I'm gonna divide this. How you doing over here? So how are you doing? Mm-hmm. Why is it 0? That's right. The next. What you got? solve. What I mean. So it's the opposite of multiply. 5 on both sides. You doing W?
Four.
Yep. Set it up right. Set up correct. Yeah, I was. Yeah. So that's going to cancel. We do it to this. Yeah. Yes. Times. Yep, put your equal sign in there. Now show me how to solve. Almost there. That's correct. Now look where it says you got no function to this.
Yeah.
So, hold on, before we solve before. Let me use force. What's your force? Just flip to you on it. I don't know where it's at. It's in that same number. It's a what we find force. You know what it is for force? Whose law is this?
Oh,
Yes.
All right, it's the bad way off you get it.
Remember, if it's multiplied and your variable, that's the opposite of multiply. That's right. That's right. Which one? And then there's the right correct on those. I'm pretty sure that's wrong. Right, because which part of this scenario are you doing what? Only when you do what? And you can walk that whole way to the top of the stairs. Yep. So you want to use the top of the stairs. So you want to top of the stairs. This one, you got to say it work. You got to calculate one first, and then it work on top of that. So we calculate this, I calculate something first. You want to go back over this one. All right, who else has a question? All right, teacher over there. Anything? You weren't here for this yesterday, but the only part of that you're doing work is when you climb the stairs. When you just walk along, your distance and your force are not in the same direction, you're not doing any work. You're multiplying. So this is where you guys drive me crazy. So if your yellow space stuff, work equals force times distance, write your formula. You're looking for work. What's your force? Times distance. What's your distance? Now,